Good morning to all. Today I am going to talk about Cisco Adaptive Security Appliance. Basic configuration of Adaptive Security Appliance. The Cisco Adaptive Security Appliance is a security device that combines firewall, antivirus, intrusion prevention, and virtual private network capabilities. The basic configuration of an ASA involves setting up basic networking, defining security policies, and configuring any desired VPN connections. Basic networking. Before configuring the ASA, you should make sure that the device has a valid IP address, subnet mask, and default gateway. You can configure these settings using the device command line interface. Security policies. The ASA uses access control list to define security policies that control traffic flow. You can use the CLI to create and configure ACLS to allow or deny specific types of traffic. VPN configuration. If you want to establish VPN connections on the ASA, you will need to configure the device as a VPN gateway. This involves creating a security association and configuring the appropriate protocols such as Internet Protocol Security or Secure Socket Layer. To get more in-depth with the specifics of the implementation, you can follow Cisco documentation or seek help from a Cisco certified professional. Also, security configuration like enabling ASA firewall feature set or enabling a certain security features like intrusion prevention, URL filtering, etc. can be added as per the requirement. It's important to note that the above is just an overview of the basic configuration steps, and the specific configuration commands and procedures may vary depending on the version of the ASA software that you are using. Administrative configuration. In addition to the basic networking, security policies, and VPN configuration, there are several administrative tasks that you should perform when configuring a Cisco Adaptive Security Appliance. Some of the important administrative configuration tasks include device management. This includes configuring the hostname, setting up local and remote management access, and configuring the device clock and time zone. User authentication. You can configure the ASA to use local or external authentication methods such as radius or TACACS plus servers to authenticate users who want to access the device CLI or web-based management interface. System logging. You can configure the ASA to log system events and traffic information to a syslog server or to a local buffer on the device. Backup and recovery. It's important to have a good backup and recovery plan in place for your ASA. You can configure the device to automatically save its configuration to a remote server or to take a manual backup of the configuration. Firmware updates. It's important to keep the ASA's firmware up to date to ensure that the device is protected against the latest security vulnerabilities. Access list. To define the policies of traffic flow and to permit or deny traffic based on the source or destination address, protocol, or port number. Monitoring and troubleshooting. As part of the ongoing administration, it is essential to monitor the performance of the device and troubleshoot any issues that may arise. Network address translation. Network address translation is a technique used to remap one IP address space into another by modifying network address information in the IP header of packets while they are in transit across the traffic routing device. Firewall feature set. Enabling firewall features set to the ASA device allows to access all the security features such as access control, intrusion prevention, and VPN capabilities. Giving host name to ASA. You can give a host name to a Cisco adaptive security appliance by using the host name command in the device command line interface. The host name is a unique name that identifies the device on the network. Here is a basic syntax for the hostname command. Hostname. For example, to give the device the hostname ASA1, you would enter the following command: hostname ASA1. Once you have set the hostname, you can confirm it by using the showing running config command, which will display the current configuration of the device. The hostname will be listed at the top of the output. ASA1 has show running config. It is important to note that the hostname does not change the device IP address or its ability to connect to the network. Changing the hostname is just an identification label. It could be anything you find fitting or descriptive of the device. It will not affect any of the functional aspects of the device. You may also have to assign the hostname to the DNS server. If you are using a DNS server, the ASA will be identified by the hostname in the DNS resolution instead of IP address. Password configuration to ASA. The Cisco Adaptive Security Appliance has several different types of passwords that you can configure to secure access to the device. Some of the most important passwords include the enable password, the enable secret password, and the console and VTUI virtual terminal password. Enable password is used to access privileged mode on the ASA, which allows you to execute privileged commands. You can set the enable password by using the enable password command in the device command line interface. ASA1 config #enable password. Enable secret password. The enable secret password is similar to the enable password, but it is encrypted. It is recommended to use the enable secret command rather than the enable password command to set the password because the enable secret password is more secure. ASA1 config #enable secret password. Console and VTY virtual terminal password. The console and VTY password are often used to secure access to the device via the console port and virtual terminal connections. You can set the console and VTY passwords by using the password command in the line configuration mode. It is highly recommended to use a complex and hard to guess passwords. Also avoid using default password for the ASA. Also enable password recovery feature and have a backup of the password somewhere safe and secure. Thank you for watching.